Hey y'all, go ahead. Tell me, what did y'all think about the episode last night? I thought it was pretty dry. Okay, but are y'all here for this thumbnail though? He's such a good man. I was like, girl, was it that deep? Okay. And yes, y'all, I have a different setup, different hairstyle. I just threw my hair in a bun because I was tired of wearing a wig. I had to give my scalp some air. Okay. Different setup because I'm getting my carpet shampooed in the room where I usually record. So I'm in the living room today, okay? But for those of you who are watching this, I was about to say on replay, this is a premiere. I hope that y'all enjoy this premiere. I also have something to do around 5:30 when I'm supposed to premiere this video. So I decided to go ahead and record this and get it out of the way. But I will be in the live chat having a conversation with y'all. So I hope that y'all are lighting up the comment section. So for those of you watching, hey y'all, it's Necey Dixon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, y'all, welcome back. Happy Monday. Time to get into Real Housewives of Potomac, season 6, episode 8, Talk to the Braids. I wish I had my fresh set of braids so I could just whip my hair back, okay? But y'all, for the most part, I thought that this episode was pretty dry, but I did want to call out some interesting points, okay? I don't know how interesting they are, but I just had to give the girls what I was thinking, okay? Shout out to those of you who are members of my channel, hashtag Necey Hive, because we were able to watch the episode together, or y'all watch me watch the episode and give my live reaction on my thoughts as I watched the episode. So I plan to continue to do that for more shows for members only. So if you want to become a member of my channel, be sure to hit the join button. It should be somewhere near the subscribe button. Become a member of my channel. We can do a bunch of exclusive stuff together. So shout out to Julia and Monique for joining me during that live. So y'all, let's get into the episode. The episode starts out with the dinner. And really, this is immediately after Wendy has lit the girls up, okay? So dinner's very awkward. Nobody wants to eat with each other. And ultimately, all the girls decide to call it a night, as they should. So they separate. The main girls stay in the main house, and then the cottage girls go into the cottage house. And that's no shade. That's just the way that it was set up. So we get in the main house. For those of you who have not been watching, the main house, again, is Giselle, Robin, Mia, and Candiace. In the cottage, we get Eskyla, Wendy, and Karen. Both of these groups have some sort of an alliance to each other. They've gotten closer, specifically the girls in a cottage, which I really enjoy seeing. So the main girls in the main house, the first thing I remember Candiace saying was that Wendy was sensitive, which she is, obviously, hence the thumbnail. He's such a good man. Yeah, old girl was doing a lot, hence the thumbnail. And Giselle ends up saying, well, if she's so sensitive, then maybe she shouldn't be in this group. Not once did Giselle say weak or did she say bitch. So y'all, please take note of that situation. Giselle didn't say weak or bitch. I can't stand Giselle, but I ain't gonna make up no words and just put them in her mouth. Because like Giselle said, she has done so many messy things. We shouldn't need to add other things to the list, okay? Giselle's going to show her ass as time goes on. Mia didn't have to add anything. So Giselle ends up saying, if you're so sensitive, maybe we shouldn't be a part of the group. Robin also chimes in and says that she's disappointed in Wendy, as if Robin holds any weight enough to affect someone by her saying that she's disappointed. Wendy's a grown-ass woman. I wouldn't give a damn about disappointing Robin. Robin, you have disappointed us with this storyline for 6 seasons. I would love to see something new. Chop, chop, chop. Because I ain't going to say she could go. Okay? I was going to say, I ain't going to say it, but Robin can go. Unless you're going to come with something other than Juan Dixon and other than Giselle. Because to be real, y'all, what do we know about Robin? Somebody in the comments tell me, what do we know about Robin? Is it that she's telling us stuff and maybe they're just not putting it on the show? Doubt it. Or is it that Robin is pulling a Cynthia Bailey? She comes with 2 things. The good thing about Cynthia Bailey is I feel like she was born, but she always kind of brought something, like a little bit. A new business, backpacks, sunglasses, wine glasses, didn't matter what it was. Cynthia came with something. Robin is just taking up space on the TV screen. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. So anyway, Robin says she's disappointed in Wendy. On the flip side of things, the girls in the cottage are talking, and that's whenever Karen has to put these new girls on game. Karen is talking to Skylar and Wendy, and she ends up telling them Giselle thinks that she has a right to people's information. But if you come for Giselle and try to ask her anything about her personal life, she doesn't want to reveal anything. So, I mean, everybody knows that. Couldn't agree more, Karen, but I'm glad that you had the conversation with the newcomers just so you could put them on game, just so you could tell Skylar who Robin's friend really is. So what else is going on is that's when we see Skylar say that Robin is different when she's by herself. She's definitely noticing some of the things that everybody's saying that they see in Robin when she's with Giselle. Now, I agree with Skylar. I liked her for saying wrong is wrong and right is right. But literally the next scene, they show Skylar in a confessional. And in her confessional, she's saying, well, Robin is ride or die for Giselle, but that's what a good friend does. So now it's like your tune is kind of changing just a little bit. So something has probably happened throughout the season, or either you felt like you could be on Karen and Wendy's side and talk negatively about Robin, but whenever the cottage trip was over, you kind of went back to, but that's my friend. So, Skylar, I think I like you, but I am still watching, okay? The verdict is still out, okay? Then Wendy starts crying. He's such a good father. Oh, why would they come for him? And this is where I have to disagree with the way that Wendy is fighting this fight. Now, if y'all been watching my other reviews, I told y'all that while I do agree with Giselle and Robin that things have changed with Wendy, I've said that before I even seen Giselle and Robin say it on TV. Things have changed with Wendy. While I agree, I don't like the way that they went about addressing it. Everything that Giselle did was full of malice, full of malintent. To me, it almost seemed like they were trying to regulate her confidence. So I didn't like it at all. Wendy, this is where you're going left. You could win this battle if you stick to why are you policing my body rather than why are you coming for my husband? Because I don't think that that's what this is about at all. I don't think that anybody has come for your husband. I think that they were being very messy. They used the gossip rumor about your husband as a way to explain what's going on with you. So that's my only thing. I've seen enough seasons of Real Housewives to where I could probably tell you what's your best option to fight this fight. And by you saying that they're coming for your husband, that's not the way to go at all. You would have been better off saying that they were trying to regulate your body, okay? So while all the girls are at the house, Wendy crying, Giselle sitting there looking stupid, Robin trying to, act like she about their life and she really not, Ashley is at home. After Ashley comes to Williamsburg and causes a havoc, she goes home and then she pretends to be Mother of the Year. Now, y'all, I have a love-hate relationship with Ashley. I cannot say that without talking about Ashley. Every time I talk about Ashley, I have to say it. I like her on her own. Something about her whenever she gets around Michael or when I see her with her husband, I'm just like, ugh, I can't stand it. Hence this scene right here. So Michael comes home and he ends up giving Ashley a gift. And the gift he gives her is a custom ring with their 4 birthstones for the 2 kids, he and Ashley, okay? And that's whenever Ashley says, Michael has had a bit of a rocky past. Now, this is where I'm kind of upset with Bravo, as I am usually always upset with Bravo whenever we see clips of Michael. I was thinking that the shady past that they were going to show was maybe him fighting or about to fight with Chris. I thought they were going to show more than just the hotel scene because that's all they showed. I thought that they were going to show him allegedly touching the camera guy's butt a couple seasons ago, but no, y'all didn't want to show that. A lot of y'all said he has the complexion for protection. And I think I have to believe y'all whenever y'all say that, because something about Michael Darby protects him. Okay. Insert scene of Candiace in the next episode. If this isn't the whitest privilege, okay. So Michael could get off my TV screen, y'all. So now y'all back at the house. The girls are having a conversation at the pool. And Skylar, she comes and she sits down and she's talking to the girls in the main house. And she ends up saying, well, you did come for Giselle's defense, Robin. I think that y'all need to have a discussion. So Wendy comes down. And when Wendy comes down, she's ignoring Giselle. That's when Giselle says, Wendy, we can have a conversation whenever you want to, but I want to talk to you. Wendy flips her hair, doesn't say anything. And Giselle says, I want to talk to you, not the braids. I find it so funny that Giselle wants to have an adult conversation when you were the one who wanted to come to Wendy with tea. So if you were coming to Wendy with tea, why didn't you address it in an adult way? Why were you talking to everybody in the house about it? And now you expect Wendy to address you in an adult way. Girl, goodbye. Okay. Another thing that they start talking about is their children. They see a tattoo that Mia has on her hip, and she started talking about C-sections and how she had a traumatic experience delivering one of her children, right? And then she also starts talking about, I think this is her first child that she's talking about. Then she also starts talking about how his daddy was like doing something with a PlayStation and he really wasn't shit and he really wasn't there for the birth of the child. And that's whenever Robin, again, I guess trying to give us actual information about who she is, she says that Juan missed Carter's birth. We knew that from the last season. Are we going to do something with this information? Are we going to have another storyline? Like, will you create a storyline from this? I don't know. So she said that Juan missed Carter's birth. Now, y'all, I'm not trying to be up in nobody's uterus. I know that women can have children into their 40s, but how many more seasons are we going to talk about Robin and Juan having another child to give him another chance? How many more seasons? Okay, next scene. So it's the dance competition, y'all. Robin ends up letting us know that she actually was a video vixen one time in the Bad Boy for Life music video. And I find that very fitting. Cute. So Mia, Robin, and Giselle are one team. Mia and Robin actually look cute with the choreography, and Giselle could not keep up at all. Wendy and Escala are one team. They look cute, but Wendy toned it down a lot. We see a big difference from the coochie cutting bodysuit Wendy that was swinging on the pole than this Wendy that we see here. I think that Wendy is emotionally drained, and I think she's ready to go home. I don't blame her for it one bit. And then we get Karen. Karen comes out. I love me some Karen, y'all. The Grand Dame. She was very funny, very cute in her pink two-piece sweatsuit. And the ultimate winner of the competition ends up being Karen. So this is just something fun for them to do because Candiace needed some extras in her music video. I've seen the music video. If y'all haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. I actually like the song. It sounds something that's very Kelly Rowland-esque. And that's the way that the song is written. I like it. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. So Karen ends up leaving, and then she goes to her hometown of Surrey, Virginia, and she accepts the keys to the county, okay? That's where we find out that Karen has a candle line, and Wendy's there in attendance, and she's like, what? Like, Karen didn't tell me that she was coming out with her own candle line. And it's definitely one of those things that's fitting to Karen because it almost makes her look like a liar. But if you really think about it, Karen just withheld information. Karen already has a brand house. She already has Grand Dame perfume. She already has the wig line. So as far as telling Wendy about the candles, I don't think that she needed to tell her about the candles. And like Karen said, at the time, Wendy was coming to her for mentorship. She gave her mentorship. I don't think she had to explain anything else. I don't even think that they are direct competition because Karen already has an existing brand. Wendy hasn't even registered her business yet. So in another housewife who has a candle line I saw on Instagram was Mia. Mia went from the beauty business to now a candle line. So y'all can check that out. There's a post about it on the Ooh Ladies First Instagram page that we posted. So yeah, go ahead, look at it. So now y'all, the next scene is tennis. We see Giselle, Robin, Candiace, and who was with Candiace? It might have been Mia. I low-key don't even remember because it don't even matter. So they play the game of tennis. Giselle and Robin end up winning. And the losers have to rub the other one's feet. So Candiace and old girl end up rubbing Giselle and Robin's feet. And then they have a conversation. Robin's upset. What's her name? Candiace was trying to tell Robin that she has beef by proxy. You have beef on Giselle's behalf. And Robin's like, no. I know who's not coming to my wedding. I know who's not coming to my bridal shower. What wedding? What bridal shower? Okay, exactly what I thought. So anyway, now they flip back to the girls in Surrey, Virginia. Oh, so it couldn't have been Mia because Mia was in Surrey. So for the tennis match, it was Giselle, Robin, Candiace, and probably Escala. Okay, so now the next scene is a car ride between Karen, Mia, and Wendy. My mind. Karen, Mia, and Wendy are coming back from Surrey, Virginia to Williamsburg. And this is where Mia reveals the information that Giselle said that Wendy was a weak bitch. She said, if you're going to be a weak bitch. And what I thought was funny was Mia had impersonated her down to the T, only to find out that Giselle didn't say anything like that. Ridiculous. So back at the house, the girls are getting ready for dinner. They're having a private chef come. And what's funny is Candiace is telling one of the girls on the phone, or I think she was talking to Karen, and she said, wear a cocktail dress. Whatever you do, don't wear jeans. Who's wearing jeans? Giselle. Okay. And the girls are downstairs in the kitchen. Everyone finally meets up. And Candiace wants to toast to forgiveness. And I hate when people do this shit. If I have beef with somebody in the group, do not pledge forgiveness. Do not, just try to skip over beef on my behalf. No. If I have a problem with her, I'm going to have a problem with her until we have a discussion. So that's where I was like, Candiace, it's cute trying to see you be the mediator. It's cute trying to see you be the middleman. But I don't need you doing that on my behalf. So they're all sitting down at the dinner table. And this is where Robin decides to, girl, I'm so tired of Robin. Robin is at the dinner table and she gets a FaceTime call from Juan. She says, hey, non-existent relationship. Don't you know that we're in a non-existent relationship? Trying to take shots at Wendy. I wouldn't give a fuck if I was Wendy at all. Tell Juan I said that, okay? So then I guess Wendy doesn't say anything. Robin says, Wendy, are you going to ignore me like you're ignoring Giselle? And that's when Wendy says, you know what? That's a good question. Honestly, I am not, Robin. If I said anything to offend you, I apologize. Wendy, keep that same energy. Robin wants to step in front of the bullet for Giselle. Let her get lit up. It's the name of the game. She knows it. And the thing is, even if you didn't say anything to Robin about her relationship, she still would have felt the same way because you were coming for Giselle. So Robin starts laughing and she's like, I think that that's funny that you're saying that because it told me everything that I needed to know about you. While Robin was not lying, the girl still gets on my nerves. So Robin also brings up a really good point that at the engagement party last year, Wendy was the one hollering the loudest. I remember that because I was thoroughly annoyed when that happened. And I remember when I saw that scene of Wendy jumping up and down, I was like, she's trying to get in where you fit in. You've known this girl for a year. All you know is that they're divorced. You don't know exactly what they've been through in their relationship, but you're hollering as if this is a joyous moment for you as well. You should be happy for your friend, but the way that she was hollering and stuff, I was like, why is she trying to get all this attention? She was doing too much. So Robin brought that up and she was like, so it was fake. And Wendy says, well, you're entitled to your opinion. So they end up calling it like it is what it is. Wendy, you should have kept that apology because the beef is still going to go on. We saw the clips from next week and Robin is still going to beef with you on Giselle's behalf. So Mia says, well, let's get to the real issue. The real issue is with Giselle. And this is whenever Wendy says, well, why is it that whenever I leave the room, I heard that you called me a weak bitch? And Giselle says, I didn't call you that. And she said, who said that? Mia says, you did. I've seen that scene so many times since last week that it was funny. But Mia says, okay, well, that's just how I interpreted it. And everybody was immediately annoyed. Then Wendy starts saying, it's fine. Don't matter to me. I have enough vindication already. Having his last name is vindication for me. And this goes to my point, y'all. That's not the fight that you want to fight, Wendy. The fight you want to fight is, why are they policing your body? I don't think that this is about Eddie. I think that Eddie was just used as a vehicle to get to you. So I think that there's better ways for you to fight this fight. Karen ends up saying to Wendy at the end of all of it, thank you for being an example. And Giselle says that Karen was pretty much like, good job, I taught you well, which is kind of the way that it was coming off. But y'all, this episode was okay. They had the dance scene. They had the tennis match. They really didn't have nothing to talk about. Wendy was crying over nothing. But y'all know they had to slow it down because they gave us too much last week. Wendy lit the girls up last week. But yeah, I'll see y'all. What else is going on? Married at First Sight. I'll see y'all on Thursday for that. As far as Sweet Life, y'all, I don't know if I'm going to review that show. I have watched the first 3 episodes. I need to watch the other 3, but I just don't feel compelled to review it just yet. So we'll see how I feel. If I review it, I won't have pictures. I'll just have like one big character image so you know exactly who I'm talking about. But I plan on watching the other 3 episodes between today and tomorrow. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. When y'all see me next time, I will be back in my office and not sitting in the living room. But until then, become a member of my channel so we can watch the shows together. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all in the next video.